So, do you remember the video, the official funeral of Queen Tulsa? A roasting of a plucked pigeon. Does anyone remember that video? I believe the earliest date I have on it would have been right around July. Yes, it was right around at least July 10, July 9. You don't remember that? Okay. Let's go again over some important timelines. On 6/18/2021, Nosy Whole Life interviewed Monique Tolbert. Okay. On the same day and recorded later, at least it shows on the date of the video. I don't have the complete video. I only have maybe one or two clips along with some posts of the video. Down the Rabbit Hole News interviewed Monique Tolbert. It was a pre-recorded interview. Monique Tolbert was in her office in Lake Charles, and her office was in the same building. It wasn't a large building, right? It was just offices, open, some open space as it appeared. Remember, I showed you that picture of the building? That was the building that had some damage to it after what was the hurricane and all that. Yeah. It was a kind of a orange to burnt orange, brick building, all one color. I think, looked like it was painted from the outside. So it would have been shortly thereafter that Monique Tolbert was interviewed by Black Rabbit. Okay. Then on 6/23, Down the Rabbit Hole News created this video. I've played it, called The Calm Before the Storm. A heads up, something is on its way. And she told us she wasn't, she was kind of giving a warning. No, guys, I'm serious here. Something, you know. 5 days after Miss Tober had her interview. Okay. Also, keep in mind that was the weekend between the 18th and the 23rd. Was Father's Day weekend, I believe it was. On the same day, in Nosy Whole Life's video, in the chat, there was this Kaiser Sose avatar that I would later learn it was Danielle. But that was a signal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're on our way. It's going to get hotter. It's going to get hotter, with the smoke and all of that. Mm-hmm. And then David Johnson letter was sent first to Cups of Conversations 1 day later, 6/24. And then on 6/27 is when truth teller Danny showed up. truth teller. On July 5th, this David Johnson letter was sent to multiple content creators. I was one of them. I didn't open the letter for a year. On the 10th of July, NOSEYHEAUXLIVE received a cease and desist with an ultimatum that if she didn't, well, something might just, like, it had the tone of, like, if you don't do this, then that. NOSEYHEAUXLIVE, she made this video. It was on a Saturday, I believe it was. And she took to her mic and she looked in the camera and, what she said to Monica about her cease and desist letter. This troll letter. Looking back and reading the letter, it all had the hallmarks, the writings, the sound of cease and desist letters that have come since then. And then just 2 days later, after NOSEYHEAUXLIVE told Monica about her cease and desist letter, or could that have been somebody else? Danny Robertson creates her channel that she has her main channel now. Okay. And her first NOSEYHEAUXLIVE video dropped 2 days later on the 14th. These dates are important because I'm looking at the date when NOSEYHEAUXLIVE created that video, the one that I mentioned. So it would have, before, just a couple of days before, the official funeral of Queen Tulsa, a roasting of a plucked pigeon. On that 3.5-hour video that NOSEYHEAUXLIVE created, so that some of you that don't have a background of it, let's throw the fireplace up. NOSEYHEAUXLIVE, she was being trolled. Things had happened, around All About the Tea, the panel. And, well, who joined NOSEYHEAUXLIVE on that panel? It was set up. NOSEYHEAUXLIVE had put out that she was going to have this contest. I'm going to call it a contest. And she was going to pay $500 to the best roast of Tulsa, Queen Tulsa. On the panel to be the judges were some of the panel members from All About the Tea. So Debonair, Marcella, Princess. Dates are important. Receipts are important. Breadcrumbs are important. Seeing what we missed is important. All right. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honeybears. Please hit the like on your way out, and that will do it for me. Sometime tomorrow, plan to come back. It will be the start of a new week. Yeah. The crackling of the fireplace just made me light my wooden wick candle. So soothing. I turned it down a little bit, but you should hear it. Yeah. It's there for you. All right. That will do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.